I love stories and I love books. In fact, when I was a little baby, one of my first words was, "Eid, Eid." Translation, read to me, read to me. My bedroom and my basement look like an episode of Hoarding, Buried Alive, the library edition. I especially love the story of Cinderella and all of its versions, all of its modern versions, all of its Regency versions. I have always wanted to be in Cinderella's shoes. Except, of course, that she had silver shoes and I wanted a little more color, so I like to picture them as ruby shoes or emerald shoes. I've always wanted to be the heroine of the story. I wanted to be Jane Eyre or Elizabeth Bennet or Eleanor Dashwood. You name a heroine, I wanted to be that. I wanted to be strong and poised, intelligent, a loving and merciful Christian, dare I say, perfect. However, there was always an obstacle keeping me from being this poised and perfect woman that I had in my head, and that is a mild case of cerebral palsy. I often felt in life as though I was not walking around in colorful, sparkly slippers. I was slogging around in my dirty and worn CP shoes, worn over leg braces, or worn while I was trying to deal with the things that I couldn't do as well as other people. And so I would do everything I could to make myself appear the heroine, to take people's minds off of the disability that I felt was all that they saw. I maintained a punishing academic schedule and beat myself up whenever I got less than an A. An A minus was as good as an F. I lost so much weight at one point that I was practically anorexic. Thank you, Lord, for flipping the switch so that I could eat peanut butter and chocolate again. I have self-injured. I have hurt other people in my quest to be this perfect person. And nothing ever stuck. Nothing ever lasted. I never felt strong or graceful or beautiful for very long. I always kept coming back to, I'm disabled and therefore I'm less. And I would say to God, what is the deal? Why are you allowing this mild disability to have such an effect on me? And He has taught me three things that have allowed me to learn to put my sparkly slippers on more often and keep them on. He has taught me that if you are God's girl, you are His princess. 1 Peter 2:9 says it. You are a royal priesthood, a chosen royal princess of God. Size 2, size 22, blonde, brunette, redhead, stable home, abusive home, straight A's, mostly C's. It doesn't matter. He knows that we are all princesses, and He tells that to us. He expects us to believe that and walk in that, to pick up our ruby or emerald or amethyst shoes and walk in that. He also taught me that Jesus, is the hero of every story. I'm not the heroine. Jesus is the hero. Without Him, I have no story, except she was born, she lived, and she died without Christ, which is a horrible story. But He is my hero on the white horse. He rescues me from sin, and He rescues me from those times that I feel less. And I need to depend on Him for that. And finally, He taught me to let Him have the pen. I cannot be the author and the character at the same time, as much as I would like to. He must have the pen, because otherwise my story is not going to be the beautiful novel, the beautiful tale of redemption and grace, and yes, princesshood that he wants it to be. So please remember this, ladies, and please put on and walk in your shoes, because he says you can. He loves you.